Yeah, there we go. I have no clue when the fucking stream cut off because I went on a tangent about something. All right, there we go. Good to go again. I don't know why the stream cut off on its own like that. I was still streaming. Like OBS was still streaming, so I don't know what the fuck that was. That might have been on Twitch's side. Modding you? What do you mean modding you? What, making you a moderator on my channel? Oh, I wasn't paying attention and I got a bite. Son of a bitch. They're gonna put this back the way it was. Oh shit. Come on. There we go. There we go. Bring this back down. Hooey. There we go. I don't know why, I just feel like this is better. It's almost like it's closer and I could talk past it and not have to worry. Because I was looking at Twitch. Leave me alone. Thanks for the people who stuck around. We actually had quite a few people in here, but once the stream went down, I guess they figured I stopped or something. I don't know. They could be back anytime. I don't think I'm in peak time yet, so once I get there, then I'll... Ooh, I don't like that at all. There we go. I'm welcome for what? What, the one I'm in? Because there's people who do everything and anything to figure out a game so they can get an advantage in it. And everybody's leaving. Did my fucking thing go down again? Tosh, did you not see what happened in the chat room?
Sometimes you just really, really want to hear a certain song.
That means you have the 3 red arrows means you got a reduced experience for using pretty heavy gear compared to whatever you're catching.
Listen on demand with Spotify Premium. Get it now.
If you use lighter gear, you'll get more experience back. Right, right. Whatever you're catching, if you're catching them way too much, then you get way less experience for it. But I don't give a shit. I mean, I'm not losing that much experience anyway, so it's whatever. I prefer being able just to rip them in. I don't know how Tosh isn't noticing this. Just don't abuse it, buddy. Need to get all those people back in here. Damn. It sucks when the stream goes down like that because a lot of people just leave. I knew Yo-Yo wouldn't leave. Yo-Yo's too cool for school. Oh, I'm so old. Oh, shit. I'm Sage. Oh, fuck. I'm Sage. Fuck my life, I'm Sage. Oh, fuck. Hiya! My first computer? Oh my god. Well, so I'll just go through it because I need to have something to talk about anyway. So let's just go through my life in video games, right? So what it started was back Nintendo, right? So my parents bought my sister a Nintendo, which I don't know why the fuck they bought her the Nintendo. It makes no fucking sense why they bought her the Nintendo. She's 2 years older than me, but so I would spend like all day in her room playing Nintendo, and then because there was no save points in Nintendo back in the day, I would leave it running, and if she turned it off, I'd fucking freak out on her. That was back in the day when I used to play Iron Tank and the marlin fishing and black bass fishing and Trog and Bad Boys and what else was on there that I used to play so much? Obviously, all those the Marios. Jesus Christ, we used to rent a lot of games too when I was a kid, but we actually had a good selection. Mega Man. Then my parents bought me a Super Nintendo. So I was like, oh my god, Super Nintendo. Well, what they failed to realize is they had bought me. There is a black bass or I think it's black bass fishing for Super Nintendo. Holy fuck, did I play that game into the ground? That and the Super Mario games. Here's the killer, right? Is if you don't know there was a game, an athletic game, and I think it was like, God, I want to say it was sports something. And there was actually a pad that you would run you would put on the ground, you plug it in the Nintendo or Super Nintendo, and you would run on this fucking thing. I rented it. I had it. It's worth like $45,000 now. Maybe that was Nintendo. Oh yeah, I did play Atari. I never owned an Atari. I did play an Atari when I was a kid in Florida because a buddy of mine had it. Like another kid had it, and we played it. I think F1 pole position is what we namely played. And then, of course, after the Super Nintendo, it was Game Boys and Nintendo 64. I beat the ever-living shit out of that one fighting game on there. What the fuck was the name of it? Killer Instinct. I used to play the werewolf guy on that game, and I knew the entire combo for him, and I would just beat that game. I beat that game on the hardest setting over and over again. My buddy had a Sega, and I played Sega because of my buddy, but I never owned my own Sega because I didn't... Like, I liked Boogerman and Sonic and Street Fighter and that kind of stuff that was on there. It was decent games, but Boogerman was, like, unique as fuck for the time. Earthworm Jim was another one that was fucking amazing to play on there. And then there was Sega CD, which he got a Sega CD, and we played Sewer Rat on that, and that game was crazy. We beat that game. Let's see. So after the Sega, I seen Jaguar. Jaguar was only around for like a very, very short time, and it flopped super hard. It did really, really bad. But I never got to play. I think I played a demo of Jaguar. And that's pretty much it. After that, it was straight up... yeah, it was straight into... And my mom, like an asshole, sold my Super Nintendo at a fucking garage sale. Idiot. And the Nintendo that we had. So she sold fucking antiques pretty much in a garage sale that I'm sure somebody scooped up for fucking low price right away as soon as they saw that shit. She even sold all my He-Man toys that I had that are now worth hundreds of dollars a piece. But let's see. So out of that spectrum, back into like grown up being an adult, I built my first computer when when I was in Florida in the Navy. So I built that from scratch by myself, and I pretty much only played World of Warcraft on it. That's pretty much the reason I built it, was so I could play World of Warcraft. Oh no, I can't say that. I'm being stupid. So Xbox, it was the Xbox, the Xbox 360, Xbox. We used to play a lot of Halo and stuff on there. Yeah, that's true. That's true. PlayStation 3, I had one of those for a little while. Nintendo Wii, Wii U. Yeah, so I did do those too as I got older. I actually had a PS1. I had the mini PS1 with a little screen. I still have it, but it's all broke now. None of it works. But I do have a PS1 still. I want to buy a Nintendo, but... so yeah, I built that computer just to play World of Warcraft. And then I had laptops. I had lots of laptops over the years. And then finally I got to build this desktop that I have now. So, you know, because it's always better to play on a lap or a desktop, because you can always have more power in a desktop than you can in a laptop. So yeah, that's the progression. Good old Halo days on Xbox, man, though. That was crazy. But the first computer game I ever played was on my sister's old computer that she used for whatever, and it was Asheron's Call, which is one of the oldest MMOs that's still around. Yeah, and I'm talking about back in the day with dial-up internet, man. Like dial-up, like waiting to connect and shit. Like it was crazy back then. So yeah. Yep. Good times, man. Good times. I really enjoyed what I went through in gaming wise. I wouldn't take it back, that's for sure. You know, kids nowadays got Nintendo DS's and 3DS and all that other shit, and they just don't know what it's like to hold a heavy brick of a Game Boy in their hand and play in black and white and have to have an external power light source to even play the fucking thing. What is up, Luch KO? Luch K? Luchko? Luchko. We're gonna call you Luchko. That's easy. What is going on with the bite here? Having problem with the bite. I'll throw one over here for a second. Doing good, Luchko. Doing good. Just trying to hit level 40 in Fishing Planet. Not a whole lot going on other than that. Just sitting in Saint-Croix, Michigan, getting these Northerns and these Muskies. But welcome to the stream. And nothing of those. We just had some crap Chinese knockoff brands of Sega. Well, that sucks, yo-yo. At least you had a game, though, man. There's kids in Africa that don't play video games and don't eat. So, I mean, there's that, right? But then again, there are kids in Africa who have a house with a video game console in it. Small house. I mean, if I was a little kid in Africa, I'd want someone to buy me a console so I could play video games. Take your mind off the food. But then again, doesn't gaming make you want to eat? It's not really okay. So pay to win, right? So you got Mr. Tosh over here who's paid for a 400-pound keep net in the like early stages of the game, right? So how I look at it, like it's not really pay to win except for in tournaments, certain tournaments, but I'll explain that too. So what it really is to me is like when you pay for stuff, you're ruining the progression of the game in certain ways, right? So it's on you as a person, like how much progression do you want to fuck with, right? Do you really want to mess with the progression of the game, or would you rather actually just play the game out normally, or do you just not give a shit like some people, right? So that's what you really got to figure out when it comes to buying DLC stuff from this game. Now, the only thing that's pay to win technically is like that 400-pound keep net, right? Because if you go in a tournament that allows you to max out your bag, then you have a distinct advantage over people in that way. But at the same token, that doesn't mean you're going to max out that keep net, right? And it doesn't mean you know what you're doing compared to somebody else who's been playing the game in a normal way. The only thing that I pay for in this game is the $15 monthly subscription. That's all I ever buy. I have not bought any DLC or anything else in this game and I'm happy about it. I think the progression in this game is great without anything else in it. You gotta work. You gotta work for things. You gotta, it's just that's how it is. Unless you're just somebody who just is an impatient person who doesn't want to spend the time to really earn everything that you have, then that's on you. But as far as pay to win, the only time it matters is when, like I said, you go in a tournament and somebody has a 400-pound keep net and you have I have 198. Like I went into a salmon tournament and the guy caught 220 pounds of salmon. Well, I only have a 198-pound keep net, right? So there's no way I could catch that guy. You know what I mean? So that does suck. But in the same token, I could have bought a bigger keep net by now, right? I could have a 300 or whatever pound keep net right now. I just haven't bought one. So technically, it's on me. It really isn't on that guy. It's on me for not buying the bigger keep net, right? But it's still at the same token, there's that deal steal. Steal? What am I, from Boston? There's still that deal that if I couldn't buy a bigger net, then it would be unfair. Because it's like, dude, I can't buy a bigger net. How come that guy can outfish me? But to be fair, the tournaments don't normally have that max out your net shit. Usually it's by points, and you can keep releasing fish. You don't have to keep them. It's just about whatever fish you catch is worth so many points, right? Another way they do it is your best 5, your best 10 fish. I'm trying to think how else they do these tournaments. Yeah, some of them are like catch a fish as close to this weight as you possibly can, or catch the biggest fish you can and the smallest fish you can, and the biggest disparity between the two is the winner, right? So if I catch a 1-pound fish and a 30-pound fish, then I win because I have a huge disparity between the two, right? So they say pay to win, but in all reality, think about it like this, right? In the game, for tournaments, that's the only time I have a gripe about it. And progression is the only reason I have a gripe about it. Because if you want to ruin your own progression, that's on you, right? That's a person. If I want to drink myself to death as a human being, that's my fucking prerogative. If it's your prerogative to buy stuff in the game, that's on you, man. It's not gonna fucking change anything, but how fast you level and how soon you're able to catch bigger fish and things like that, right? But think about it like this, in a way, is that if I go to the store and I pay for a heavy rod and reel and I put 30-pound tests on it and I go to the ocean, well, now I can catch 20-pound Jack Trevally in real life. But that wasn't pay to win, though. I just bought a bigger rod and reel, right? So, I mean, that's how you got to look at it in this game, too. The only thing is different is people are paying real money for in-game items that allow them to catch bigger fish sooner, right? So if they want to do that and ruin the progression of the game just because they want to just catch bigger fish, that's fine. Whatever. It's not really pay to win because it doesn't affect you or me, right? The only time it affects you and me is in a fucking tournament when a motherfucker's got a bigger keep net than I do. If I can't buy a bigger keep net. If I, like right now, like I said again earlier, if I can buy a bigger keep net right now and that guy is doing better than me and he's got a bigger keep net than I do, well, that's fucked up, right? They should never have it to where you can whoever has the biggest max total weight in their keep net wins. Like that should never be a thing because of the pay to win aspect of being able to buy a 400-pound keep net when you're fucking level 1, right? That makes no sense to be able to do that. So that's the only time it's kind of pay to win, man. Other than that, this game is great. And they are going to be they're talking about fishing clubs, player-made tournaments, big lakes with boats. I mean, the problem is this is the best fishing game that's out right now. Period. Hands down. Even the past Rapala game and some other things, no. This is still the best one that's out now. So it's got to suck it up, I guess, for now, what we're going to have to do if we want to play this kind of things. All right, I just stopped my rambling, and I'm reading. So, hey, how's it going, Alex? Oh, I think he left already. I don't want to grind like a mindless zombie for 15 hours. What match rods can be used for lure fishing and float fishing? Yeah, I'm okay with buying premium. I was buying premium in the World of Tanks for 2 years. Don't mind. There's no zombie grind in this game. Luco, you catch bass, become filthy rich. Of course, fucking Tosh has got to call me salty. That doesn't make sense. 400 pounds, what the fuck? How many people buy that? I'm still here. Oh, okay. Everything will usually get worse before it gets better. So, let's talk. Let's see. You're not going to be grinding for 15 hours a day, dude. In all reality, it's like 2 hours. 2 hours a day to do a lake is the usual norm. At lower levels, it's less. It's far, far less than that because your net's way, way less than that, right? But like when I go to Narran River and I want to max out my net there at Narran River with bass just for fun, it takes probably an hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on how the fish are biting. And recently, there's a bug going on. What? God damn it! Why does this keep doing this?